Hello everybody, how y'all doing? This is Carla Y Nix with not only our weekly inspiration, but it's also to announce or re-announce a Facebook Live where, or either I guess you could call it a, I don't know, it's not a webinar, but it's a session that I'm doing in for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which this is October, is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and I'm doing a video, I'm doing a session where I'm going to have, I have two guests that's going to be on, and the overall topic is domestic violence awareness, and I'm doing two parts. I actually may do a third part. I think I may, but I'm going to have to see how my schedule goes, how I'm going to close out the series. But it begins on tomorrow, October the 9th, 2023. And I'm going to have as my guest speaker and presenter Dr. Clara Peters. Now, the name of the entire series is When Love Hurts. When Love Hurts. And love shouldn't hurt. Love should not hurt. There should be any kind of pain in regards to love. But we're going to talk about that. And I subtopic it, Don't Love Me to Death. You know, domestic violence a lot of times have and can lead to death. But you don't want nobody to love you, quote unquote, love you like that to death. No. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about domestic violence in the church. And it's going to be Christian talk. Okay, so this is one of the taboo subjects that the church overall does not address. Now, I said overall. Your church may be doing it, and that is absolutely wonderful. Your ministry may be doing it. Keep on doing it. You may be speaking on it. You may be writing on it. Keep on doing it. But as a whole, the church tend to sweep it under the carpet, okay, and not fully address it. It's one thing to just mention something, but I really feel and believe that there should be some kind of counseling, some kind of training, some kind of support for domestic abuse victims, for families, for even the perpetrators, the abusers. I think there needs to be something coming from the level of the church to address it. It may not be something, you know, may not need to be a sermon every Sunday. But it should be some kind of avenue where people can receive assistance in teaching and training and support. And this is just my little ripple in the river, my little pebble in the river, okay, where we're going to address it, and we're going to talk about it for the church, for those in the church, from women who are Christians, okay, but still just overall basic, whether you're a Christian or not. Nobody deserves to be abused in any shape or form. But we're going to zero in on, it's actually called now intimate relationship abuse. So we're talking about marriages and women with boyfriends with girlfriends, husbands and wives and husbands. Because, you know, domestic violence is not just women, but men are being abused, and in violent relationships, women are beating men. Okay, that might sound funny, but it happens. Women are doing things to men that's abusive. just as well as women. You know, that happening to women. So it's not right for anybody to do. It's not right. But it needs to be acknowledged and addressed, and you need to be supported if this is where you are. And Dr. Clara Peters is going to share her story. She's a minister. She's actually an advocate as well for domestic violence, and there's a litany of things that she does. And she's going to share her story. She's going to tell what she needs to tell, and she's going to address it. And that's been her platform. That's how I know her on Facebook. That's what I see of her. Okay, and on that's going to be Monday, October the 9th, and we're going to begin at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm Central Time. You need to know your time zone. Okay, Central Time is going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, that's on the West Coast, will be at 4 p.m. Eastern, that's on the East Coast, that's going to be 7 p.m. So we'll see you Monday night. Please join us. It's going to be Facebook Live. And I'm actually going to do it over StreamYard. And I think you might have to sign in to get the link. Okay, I'm going to know more about that today, how to do that. Okay, the second session is on Saturday, October the 14th. That's Saturday coming up. And my guest speaker and presenter will be Alicia Roden, R-H-O-D-E-N. And she's the one who actually asked me to do this show, and she wanted to speak on it. So I'm happy to do this and to have her here. And again, her platform is going to be talking about domestic violence from the church. Okay. And again, that's Saturday, October the 14th, and it's going to be at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Okay, 1 Central Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on the West Coast, 11 a.m. Okay, on the East Coast, that's going to be 2 o'clock p.m. So I know you've been seeing my flyers, and I'm going to continue to run them every day. Okay, so that you will be reminded. Also, I have a resource book with some information and encouragement that I put together, and it's digital. It's an ebook, and if you want a copy of that, let me know in the comments that you want a copy. But what I really need you to do is to contact me through Messenger and give me your email address so I can send you the link for the book. Okay, and it's free, and it don't matter who you are, and you know, there's no explanation. Just say I want a copy. Okay, and you will receive the book. And I'm hoping, it's my prayer that it's something good that you can use as well in ministry with your own members or with your family or whomever, that it would be a blessing for them. Now it's not an exhausted book. It's not a, you know, not a huge book. It's just a compilation of resources and basic information. But I pray that it's helpful to somebody. That's my desire, and that's my purpose, and that's my reason for doing this. I want to be a blessing to somebody. Okay? So, remember, love shouldn't hurt. Love isn't physical. Husbands, you are to love your wives as Christ loved the church. That's scripture. Love your wives as Christ loves the church. Look how he put you in that top position, because you are the covering of your wife. You are the head of the house, and you're supposed to love her respectfully as Christ loves the church. That's us believers. Okay, you're not supposed to be hurting her. You're not supposed to be mentally abusing her, and vice versa as well. Women, you should not be doing that to men. For women, the Bible said, wives, love your husbands. Love your own husband, actually. Love your husband. So that's not love. Love is not abusive. So we're going to be talking about that. Okay? God bless you all. I look forward to seeing you on Monday and Saturday. And I pray that when love hurts is a blessing to somebody today. But when you watch this, I'm saying today. But I look forward to seeing you. God bless you all. Bye-bye.